Okay, hello, happy Sunday, everyone. Hello, welcome back to this is our seminar for May. All right, yes, Kaita, hello. Yes, Aina, hello. How are you? How are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. All right, so it's a Sunday and you guys took time to come to my seminar. Okay, thank you very much. All right, anyway, we are going into our chapter 1 and 2. All right, so you know the notes we used last week. Okay, the notes we used last week. We revised on chapter 3 last week, so it's the same note. All right, today we are going into chapter 1 and 2. Okay, so just a minute. It seems like not everyone can see my link. All right, so please get your notes ready. Today we are revising for chapter 1 and 2. I know this is a bit boring because your chapter 1 and 2 it's quite easy, but we still need to revise for this because your exam, your first exam covers chapter 1, 2, I think 3 point something, just the front part of 3. Why only 7 people? Cause Sunday lor, cause lazy lor. You know why lah? Some people they are just lazy to come. Okay. Anyway, let's begin with our chapter 1. Okay, let's begin with our chapter 1. So the chapter 1 is biodiversity. Okay, same thing in BM. Okay, biodiversity. So what is biodiversity? When you have so many living things, it's called biodiversity. Kepelbagaian benda hidup. That's your biodiversity. All right. So the word bio means living things. Okay, benda hidup. Diversity means kepelbagaian. We have so many different types of living things. Okay, so biodiversity. So it's the wide variety of living organism on Earth. Okay, kepelbagaian benda hidup di bumi. So all these are living things. All right. So exist because of diversity of habitat and climate on Earth. Okay, why do we have so many living things? Because we have many habitat. Remember what is a habitat? Okay, the tempat tinggal, the living space of an organism is your habitat. And of course the climate. Okay, iklim yang berbeza. Because we have cold climate, we have hot climate, we have middle climate like us Malaysia. So that's why you have so many different types of animals. Okay, so what is a habitat? Habitat is the natural home or environment of an animal, plant, or other organism. Okay, natural home, tempat tinggal semula jadi. Okay, the natural home. All right, so why is diversity important? Why is biodiversity important? Why do we need so many living things around us? Why do we need to have so many, thousands of types of animals around us? Okay, because number one, they are the source of food, sumber makanan. Animals and plants, they supply food. Okay, memberikan makanan. Balance in nature, we need to keep nature in balance. Okay, we human, it is our job to take care of the nature. Okay, to take care of the environment. Okay, so we need to, this is keseimbangan semula jadi. We need to maintain everything in balance. Recreational places, tempat rekreasi. What is rekreasi? What is recreation? That means places you go for travel lah. All right, so in this case, you know what is Taman Negara, right? So we have so many Taman Negara because they are recreational places, tempat rekreasi. This thing can lead to tourism. Okay, pelancongan. Okay, pelancongan. So when you have recreational places, you will lead to tourism lah. And this thing is an income, sumber pendapatan. Okay, it's a source of income. All right. So anyway, next, medical. We have many types of herbs in the tropical forest. Okay, our hujan tropika have so many herbs and medicine that we can use. Okay, like tongkat ali is from here, ginseng and so on. So they have perubatan, okay, medical for fungsi perubatan. All right, next, raw material. This is your bahan mentah. So as we know, timber is kayu. So we have timber as our main raw material from forest. Okay, guys, do you know timber makes a lot of money for our country? Okay. Yes, Shijian, hello. Is this your sister's account? Because it says Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl is your is your sister's account. Okay, okay. Hello. We have one more already. Hey, hello. Happy Sunday. We are in the page. We are in page 1 of the notes. Okay, the notes you are using previous Friday. That copy. You flip to the first page. Okay, so raw material bahan mentah. So you have your timber. Okay, kayu lah. As I said, we earn a lot of money from selling wood. Okay, you know Chengal, you know Meranti, the wood you learn in geography, I think. Okay, what is kayu jati? All these, they are the bahan mentah of Malaysia. Okay, so next, education, pendidikan. This is what I'm doing now lah. I use biodiversity to teach you about environment. This is for pendidikan. Because without them, I can't teach you all this. All right, so 6 purposes here, 6 factor, 6 importance of biodiversity, why we need so many things around. Okay, next, so effects of human activity on biodiversity. What do we do that makes this biodiversity less? What are we do to pollute this environment? Okay, mencemarkan alam sekitar. Number 1 is deforestation. Okay, we keep chopping trees, and of course development. Okay, perkembangan. As we build more cities, as we open more land for plantation or for, you know, for living, we need to cut more trees lah. So as we know, all these species, they are going extinct. Okay, you know this, right? All these species are in Malaysia and they are going extinct soon. Okay, going towards kepupusan. Like Malayan tiger. This Malayan tiger, the symbol of Malaysia, currently there are less than 200 tigers in Malaysia now. Okay, that means this Malayan tiger, the Harimau Malaya, it can be extinct anytime soon. Okay, anytime. So that's not a good thing to know lah, because and there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. Yeah, our government tried a lot of things to try to restore them, but unfortunately, it's not working very well. All right, so don't be surprised lah. 5 years later, when they say, oh, Harimau Malaya, they pupus already. Not surprised. Okay, because there's not many left. Okay, so these species they are called endemic species okay, because they live in a restricted habitat in a specific location. All right. She said, why do you keep using the word slay lately? Okay, anyway, so animals they cannot just move to any places guys. They cannot just move to any places. It's not like you don't like PJ, you move to KL. You don't like KL, you move to somewhere. No, animals, they don't do that. They have been living in the same place for millions and millions of years. If you suddenly want them to move, they won't do that. And if you force them to, they will either be depressed or they will die. All right. So same good. This is why we call them endemic species. Okay. Many people just tell me, sir, why don't we just catch all the tigers? We tangkap all the tigers, we make them, make babies make baby tigers Here's the thing, you see, tigers they only like to live in where they live. They like to be in the wild. If you catch them, you put them in zoo, you let them reproduce, you let them have sex and make baby tigers, they're not going to do it. All right. Some tigers, when you catch them and you put them in cage, you put them in human-made forest, they will become depressed. Okay, they will become depressed and then they will refuse to eat and they will rather kill themselves. So it's not easy. It's not like you just catch them or you make them have sex and make baby. It doesn't work that way. Some animals, they don't like that. They want to reproduce in the place that they like. Okay, the place that have been staying for long. So it's not as easy as you think. That's why Malayan tiger, currently there's less than 200 because it's not easy. Okay, and plus there are so many illegal poaching pemburuan yang haram, secara haram. Of course, it keeps killing our Malayan tiger which is a sad thing to see. All right. Anyway, so moving on, let's go to maintaining and conserving biodiversity. How do we memelihara dan memulihara biodiversity? This part is K-BUT actually. You actually learn this in your geography already. Okay, so how do we maintain biodiversity so that things don't go extinct? Number 1 is to ban killing or trading. Okay, mengharamkan the trading lah, so that they don't, trade endangered animals. Okay, do you know why people catch tigers for? They catch it for the skin. They catch it for, they just want to get the skin, sort of like a display lah. Why, I don't know. All right, humans are weird. Okay, imagine I kill you just to take your skin and put it in my living room and say, I see, this is the human I killed yesterday. Why though? Okay, so this is what we do. Anyway, protecting the habitat through creating national parks. This is Taman Negara. Marine parks. This is Taman Laut, I think. Okay, forest reserve, hutan simpan, and wildlife sanctuary. This is called Pusat Pemulihan something. Okay, so this is mostly for animals like wild turtles lah. Okay, sea turtle. Undertaking reproductive program. Okay, program pembiakan, such as seedling nursery to help with the reforestation and turtle hatchery. So this is to help turtle lah. Okay, to help turtle lah, sea turtle. All right. So anyway, methods of biodiversity conservation. So in situ conservation, you have two methods actually. You have something called in situ and ex situ. Okay, what does it mean? If you're not removing the tiger, okay, let's say tiger, right? If you go to their forest and help them, that is called in situ. Okay, you go to their place and you help them. And if you remove them from their forest and you put it into a zoo, that is called ex situ. Ex situ. So which is better? Of course, in situ is better in terms of helping the animal. But sometimes in situ is not as good as ex situ, because if I remove the animal, I put it in zoo, I can watch it better. Sometimes forests, they are too big, it's very hard for us to control. So each has their own advantage. In situ and ex situ, each has their own advantage. All right. So not so important this part. Don't really need to focus too much. Okay, next, classification. Okay, this is very important. Okay, this is very important. Hey, wait, I think I taught this in like few months ago, right? Wow, it was so long ago. I think it was in January or February. It was like 4 months ago when we learned this thing. Okay, so what is your invertebrate? That means things without a backbone. Okay, tanpa tulang belakang, and of course vertebrates are animals with a backbone. Okay, so let's talk about invertebrates first. Invertebrata, that means haiwan yang tanpa tulang belakang, and of course you have two classes here. You have without legs, tanpa kaki, and with legs, berkaki. And of course, each one also separated into two. You have without segmented body, tanpa badan bersegment. What is badan bersegment? And one is bersegment. Segment is this. You see this tapeworm, this cacing pita. You have all these segments here. Okay, 1, 2. You have all the segments. Okay, you have segments. So this is without segment. You see, this is straight one. This is also straight. This one also straight. No segment. Whereas this one, they all have segment. Okay, they have like rings around them. That's the segment. So bersegment, tak bersegment and bersegment. Yeah, that's all. These are without legs. And of course, the one with legs. Just a moment. Okay, better. Sorry, really hate cockroach. I cannot tahan. Okay, so with legs, so you have 3 pairs and you have more than 3 pairs. Okay, so the one with 3 pairs, we call it insects lah. Okay, serangga lah. And of course, the more than 3 pairs one, freaking you lah. I really hate insects. Okay, anyway, so 6 legs, 3 segments. Okay, tiga segment. You have the kepala, head. You have the thorax, which is the chest. You have the abdomen. Why so little people? I wonder the same question, Sijian. You know why so little people? You know why so little people? There's only one word to explain: laziness. Okay, hey, you see, students they very funny one. They say, sir, why you know ulang kaji this? Why you know ulang kaji that? And now I ulang kaji, nobody wants to come. You see, sometimes I very hard one, Okay, I ulang kaji, then they say lazy. I don't want ulang kaji, they say, hey, sir, this one coming here and exam, why you know ulang kaji? Susah lah. Okay, I can come to support you and learn all Sijian. I know. So sweet of you. Okay, anyway, so it has a hard outer shell, which is exoskeleton, and it has antenna on the head. Okay, so hard shell lah. All insects have hard shell. You don't believe me? You try and eat them and see. You try and step on a cockroach and see. You can hear the crack sound. That's the that's the shell lah. Okay, you exactly. Okay, so more than 3 legs, more than 3 pairs of legs. Okay, you have your spider. Okay, they have 8 legs and above. They have 2 segments like spider and scorpion. Some they are more than 3 like centipede, prawn, and millipede. Okay, this thing lah. Okay, there's more than 3 segments, and it is also has a outer shell exoskeleton. Also, it has an antenna on the head. Okay, let's move on from this lah. I don't want to talk about this invertebrate. They're just boring and disgusting. Okay, none of these are cute. Okay, at least these they are cuter lah. Okay, let's look at our vertebrates. Vertebrata. So we have 5 families here. Okay, you have your fish, ikan, amphibian, amphibia, reptiles, reptilia, birds, burung, and of course mammalia, mammals. All right, so this should be very easy for you, right? You have learned this in primary school, right? Or a few months ago, you have learned the same thing too. Okay, let's look at fish. Fish, number 1, they are poikilothermic. This is Bedara sejuk. Okay, if you don't know how to write poikilothermic, you can just write Bedara sejuk. Okay, or cold-blooded. But of course, this word is better lah. Poikilotherm. You know what's the meaning of poikilotherm? Poikilotherm means they change the temperature according to surrounding. That means if the surrounding is cold, they become cold. Okay, and if the surrounding is hot, they become hot. Jijia works the same way. You see, if the surrounding is 30 something degrees very hot, they also become hot. If the surrounding is really cold, like 15 degrees Celsius, they also become 15. They can change accordingly. Okay, you do it, really, you do. We don't lah. Okay, we just maintain our body temperature. So they will swim. Okay, they have the fins. Okay, the sirip lah. Fins is called sirip. Sirip ikan. And then they have tail, they have streamlined body. They have slimy scale. Sisik berlendir. That means they have scales, but it's slimy. If you look at reptiles, they have scales too, also sisik, but this one is kering, dry scale. If you go and touch a crocodile, they are dry scale. But if you touch a fish, they are slimy. Okay, you get cold easily because you eat too little, so then you need to eat more. Okay, so next they breathe through gills. Okay, bernafas melalui insang. Okay, insang, and then they lay eggs without shell. Bertelur tanpa bercangkerang. That means their eggs are all soft. Okay, but some sharks they give birth to young. You might say, sir, give birth to young, melahirkan anak. I thought this is mammals. Yeah, mammals do that, but some sharks they do that too. You see, but sharks are not mammals. Sharks are not mammals, but they do that. So that's why you see there are some exceptions. Okay, some contoh berkecuali. So that's why it makes them special lah. So they reproduce by external fertilization, persenyawaan luar. That means the sperm and the ovum, they will combine outside the body. Okay, this is only possible for animals living in water. Because you see, in water, only sperm and ovum can come out. On land, how do you do that? You cannot do that, right? Takkan your sperm ovum combine in air? No, not possible. So only in water. Fish eggs are yummy. You mean the fish roll in sushi? The red color one, right? That's the egg lah. Okay, anyway, so your amphibians they live in land and water. Okay, they can live in both lah. They have moist skin. Okay, kulit lembab. They will use gills when they are young. Okay, insangs ketika muda, okay, or kecil. And when they are adult, they will use lungs and skin like frogs lah. Okay, so they have 4 legs. Poikilothermic, cold-blooded also. Lay eggs without shell. Okay, tanpa bercangkerang. And then of course they do external also. So as you can see, okay, persenyawaan luar, as you can see, fish and amphibian, they are quite similar. They are quite similar because they both live in water. They live in the same place. They almost behave the same. Yeah lah, some amphibians they can leave the water lah, but not for long. But they still do the same thing. Okay, next reptiles. Now when we come to land, it's a little bit different already. So they mostly live on land, but some they live in water. Okay, so they have hard and dry scale, sisik keras, sisik kering. Okay, this is for of course they have 4 legs, breathe through lungs since they are on land, right? They use paparu lah. Poikilothermic as well, so they are cold-blooded as well. Lay eggs, covered with shell. Okay, bertelur, bercangkerang. Their legs are hard. Okay, yes, Kaiser, is your internet okay? Anyway, so they reproduce by internal fertilization. Okay, since they are on land, on land, they must do internal, must do persenyawaan dalam. Because how can you do that in air? Oh, fine now. Okay, that's good. Okay. Anyway, so as you can see, reptiles they are a little bit similar to these two, but they are a little bit different. So they are all poikilothermic. Okay, how do you know something is cold-blooded or warm-blooded? Very easy. Cold-blooded animals like these three, they cannot live in countries that are too cold. When you go to North Pole and South Pole, do you see these three? Okay, maybe got fish lah, but do you see amphibians and reptiles? You don't. You don't see cicak in winter country. You know why? Because if winter country is 0 degrees, if let's say they are in Alaska or in South Pole, they are negative degrees Celsius. Okay, negative, lower than 0. So how can cicak be lower than 0? They will be frozen. So not possible because they follow the environment. So in winter countries, what do you see? You mostly only see birds and mammals, right? Birds like penguins, okay? Mammals like your polar bear, your seal. Why can they survive there? Because, okay, let's see. They are both homeothermic. What is homeothermic? That means they are warm-blooded. Berdarah panas. Berdarah panas. Okay, what does it mean by berdarah panas? What does it mean by warm-blooded? That means no matter how hot the surrounding is, or no matter how cold, we still stay at 37. Yes, like us. We still stay at 37, right? We don't become hotter or colder. We stay. So no matter the South Pole or North Pole, whether it's negative 20, negative 30, penguin is still 37. Polar bear is still 37. Seal is still 37. They stay there so that they don't die. So you can only mostly find them there. So you might say, so then how do penguins and seal and polar bear they maintain at 37? They have a lot of fats, They have fats around us. Sangat berlemak. So they have all these lemak around their body so that they can stay warm. Okay, so being fat there is cool. I mean, not for us human okay. They will shame you for being fat, but nobody shames them for being fat because they're just trying to survive. Okay, anyway, so homeothermic so they have feathers. Okay, bulu pelepah. Do not get confused. We do not have hair. Sorry, we do not have feather. We have hair or fur. This is called bulu. Okay, this is called bulu. This, where is it again? This is called bulu pelepah. Very different. You don't have feathers. I mean, not that I'm aware of anyway. So we don't have feathers. Okay, we have fur. Okay, ours is called fur or hair. Okay, fur or hair. You have hair, right? If you're a very hairy person, then you have a lot of hair. Okay. So anyway, good to know. Good to know. All right. So they have wings. Okay, bersayap. Most of them can fly. Besides like chicken or ostrich Okay, they stupid, they cannot fly. Okay, so they have scaly legs. Okay, kaki bersisik. If you look at a bird's legs, they are very ugly, right? It looks, I don't know how to call it. Okay, they have scales there. Why are you hungry? Because I said chicken. They have beaks. Okay, beaks. So they breathe through lungs. They lay eggs with shell. Okay, bercangkerang, and they do internal. Same as us we have sweat glands. We breathe through lungs. What is mammary gland? Mammary gland is breast Okay, so or you're just hungry, go and get some bread and eat. Okay, so yes, boobies. All right, so mammary gland is just a very scientific way of saying breast. Okay, so I mean, yeah, breast Okay, basically, okay, this is the thing that produce milk for their young. Okay, so females will give birth to young and then they will suckle them. Suckle them means menyusukan mereka. That means they will feed them milk to help them grow up Okay, you can't walk around. Why your dad don't let you walk around Can't get food anyway. Okay, so internal fertilization, they will do persenyawaan dalam Okay, so these 5, they're very simple. You have already learned them in your primary school. Okay, your sekolah rendah, you already learn this lah. I mean, won't take long also, like what, few minutes, I guess. Okay, anyway, so our plants. Okay, I don't really like to talk about plants because they're very boring. Okay, so we have flowering and non-flowering, berbunga dan tak berbunga, tidak berbunga. So for berbunga, the one with flower is called, you have two types here. You have monocotyledon and you have dicotyledon. Okay, what is this? What is cotyledon? If you take a seed, okay, a biji benih, a seed, after you eat an apple, the seed, you chop it into half, you look inside there, there's a bag that contains the nutrient, okay, that contains the sugar. That's the cotyledon. So if the plant only has one cotyledon, that is called monocotyledon. Mono means one. If the plant has two, then that is called dicotyledon. The thing has two, right? So these are their characteristics. Okay, monocot, they are generally shorter plants. Dicot, they are generally taller plants. So this is why they have these characteristics. Okay, for root, akar, most monocot, they are fibrous root. Akar serabut. And most dicot, they are taproot. Akar tunjang, they have the main root. Yes, monopoly. Okay, think of this as your jagung, maize. Jagung is fibrous, right? Serabut, right? And your balsam plant, this is taproot, akar tunjang. And then for the stem, the batang, mostly jagung is non-woody. Tak berkayu, and this is berkayu. Okay, and then the leaf, jagung one is parallel, urat selari, and this is urat jejala, network vein. Okay, so as you can see, this is mostly in like taller trees like durian tree, rambutan tree, mango tree. They are all dicot. Okay, they are all dicot because they all have this. And then this one is like what? Your paddy lah, sunflower lah, jagung lah. Then you might say, sir, how about coconut? You see, sometimes the characteristic is not like everything same one. Okay, for example, coconut. You see, coconut is monocot. Okay, coconut is monocot, but you see, coconut is fibrous. Okay, akar serabut, but coconut is woody stem. Coconut is berkayu. You don't believe me? You go and punch coconut tree and see, you see painful or not? Because that's berkayu. But that thing is also parallel vein, urat selari. Then you say, sir, how come campur one? Because you see, in biology, in living things, there's no 100%. There's no 100%. Like, you know, it's platypus. You know, platypus, I don't know what they call it in DM lah. You know, platypus, they will lay eggs, but they are mammals. Like just now, shark, they give birth, they melahirkan anak, but they are still ikan, they are still fish. Whereas platypus, they give birth, but they are, they lay eggs, they are still mammals because they will breastfeed their young. They will give susu to their young. So they are considered mammals. So you see, you have exceptions. You have contoh berkecuali. So that's the thing about living things. Okay, so non-flowering plant. Okay, non-flowering plant, you have three here. You have your moss. This is called lumut. Okay, this is the short one. You know, sometimes they grow on stones. Okay, and then you have your fern. This is your paku pakis. This one will grow between trees. Sometimes at the tall tree, behind between the branches, you have one fern growing there. That's your fern lah, paku pakis. And then conifer, this is called conifer lah. Conifer, you know, it's conifer, your Christmas tree. Christmas tree is conifer. So that's all lah. They don't have flowers one, guys. Tidak berbunga, tak berbunga. They got no bunga one. All these, they got bunga one. Okay, got bunga means they got buah. Here's the thing, guys. Let me tell you something. I don't know whether you still remember this in Form 1. As long as I have flower, I will have fruits. Okay, because you see, flower is the reproductive organ of a plant. Okay, flower is the penis and vagina of a plant. I mean, that's the best way I can put it, but you get my point. Okay, so like us, we have reproductive organ. As long as we have reproductive organ, we can make children, right? We can make babies. So same thing, flowers, as long as they're flowers, they will make fruits. Fruit is the anak one. Okay, flower is the reproductive organ. Why do you hate flowers now? Flowers are cool. Flowers are cool. Okay, they can just show their reproductive organ like that. I mean, you can't do that. You can't do that. That would be very indecent. Okay, anyway, so any fruits that you eat, they will have flower. The mango you eat, yes, they have mango flower. The durian you eat, yes, they have durian flower. I think we talked about this last year also. And then the banana you eat, banana also got flower one. All right, and same goes to flower. All flowers will have fruits. It's just that we don't eat them. You might say, sir, hibiscus got fruit one meh? Bunga raya got fruit one Got. We don't eat them only what. Rose rose also got fruit one. As long as you have flower, you will have fruit. Ada bunga, ada buah. Ada buah, ada bunga. It goes, both ways. All right. So what is dichotomous key? This is your kunci dichotomy. This is how we classify a few organisms by asking question. Okay. Like you see, now I give you 5 organisms. How do you classify them? Number 1, you classify them into poi and homeo. Cold and warm-blooded. So cold will go to question number 2. Warm will go to question number 3. So now, who is cold-blooded? These 3 that are cold-blooded. So we separate these 3 law. And then who has scale? Scale one is these 2. Cystic one is these 2. They go to 4. And then frog is the only non-scaly. So frog law. Okay. And then number 3 just now was the homeo one. Homeo got these 2. So the one without feather, the other blue pelepah is your lion. The one with blue pelepah with feather is your chicken. And then remaining is these 2. So one do not have fins. The one do not have fins is your snake. The one with fins is your fish. So you keep asking question until all 5 animals are classified. Okay, dikelaskan. So you see, frog, lion, chicken, snake, pomfret all classified already, right? All have classes already, right? Then you stop asking question. Same thing, you see, 5 here, 5 here. And then 4 here, 4 here. You keep asking question until you sort everything out. So this dichotomous key, if they ask in exam, good for you lah, because this one carries quite a lot of mark. Okay, a lot of marker they come from here one. So you pray that they ask a lot of this law. All right. Anyway, let's go into our exercise, shall we? Let's go to exercise. Okay. Okay, let's go to page number 6. We are in this thing. We are in this thing. Yeah, Shijan, what's up? What's up? You want to copy something? You want to copy something? Or you're trying to find your notes? This is the note we used last week. Last week we wrote in chapter 3, right? Now we write in chapter 1. Okay, you all got this paper. You should receive this by last week already lah. Last week. This was quite long ago. Anyway, so this objective one, do it yourself. I'm not going to talk about objective. This one, you can do this the day before your exam. Something like your revision lah. And guys, answer is already posted in Google Classroom. You go to Google Classroom, you go to the science group, you go to material, classwork. There's a section called classwork, and then under material, you have the answer for May seminar 2022. Okay, May seminar 2022. The answer is there. Okay, you go and get the answer there. If you say, sir, I'm very lazy to do that, can I straight away see the answer? Can. As long as you learn. You see answer or no see answer, as long as you score in the exam. That's all I care. You copy answer, but you score 100, then good for you lah. Okay, can why you keep using the word slay? Okay, number 1A. So circle the correct group with the following characteristic. So moist skin lay eggs. This would be your amphibian. Because reptile is scales. Okay. Persicate. Okay, persicate. So this is your amphibian. Okay, next, warm-blooded internal fertilization. This would be your birds. Bird is warm-blooded one. You can't find the answer. Yes, thank you. So let me check again. Okay, you go to your Google Classroom. Okay, and then you go to your science group. Okay, let's say you are guessing lah. Okay, it says that GF1 2022 and science. And then under classwork, wait. Is it under classwork? Why don't have one? Yesterday I checked got one. Huh? Why is it so weird? Okay, hang on, let me check again. Yesterday I checked got one. How come don't have already one? Just a moment. Okay, maybe they haven't post lah. Maybe they haven't post. Hey, got what? You're Form 2, right? Hey, got. Got. Yeah, if you're guessing, okay, you check G F1, F2 2022 science. You go to your classroom already. You see 4 columns, right? You see stream, classwork, people, and grades, right? You press on the classwork. You press on classwork. The classwork there, you can see your answer. Okay, classwork there, you can see answer. You try and find. Maybe yours haven't. Wait, Kaiser, you are in KK's group, right? Kodak Morning, right? I check yours. Okay, KKF2. Are you still in Gasing? Oh, maybe haven't post lah. Maybe haven't post. You know what? I'll post it later. I'll post it later. Okay, I'll post later for you lah. Okay, it will be posted. Okay, don't worry. I will post the answer for you. Okay, anyway, so next B, match the following plants with the correct physical characteristic. Okay, so this is your jagung. Jagung is non-woody. Tidak berkayu. And then your bunga raya, your hibiscus, this one is network vein. Okay, do not produce flower, no. Both have flowers. Okay, both they have flowers. Kedua-dua berbunga. Okay, anyway, so next, number 2. Vertebrate animals are classified into 5 classes. Circle 2 that carry out external. So when you see external, you know they're in water. Because sperm and ovum can only come out in water. So fish, amphibian, yes. Wow, Shijian, first time you're answering question in class. I'm so touched right now. Okay, anyway, so B, diagram below shows several types of vertebrates. Mark 2 vertebrates classified into the same group. Cat. Cat is mammal. Okay, so you have a dolphin and a whale. This is called orca, by the way. This is called orca. They call them the killer whale. I don't know why they call them the killer whale. They're just so cute. Okay, and this is a dolphin. All right, this is bird, guys. Dolphin is a bird. Sorry, not dolphin. Penguin is a bird. And then your chicha is a reptile. I hate these things seriously. They make all kinds of noises in my house. Okay. Anyway, so number 3. So you have your invertebrate. penguin. Okay. Slip of the tongue. Okay, so observe the following vertebrates, name and classify them using the following dichotomy. Then this is your dichotomous key. You see, this question carries like 4 marks. Good for you. So the one with legs, with legs is this 2. Okay, your butterfly. I hate butterfly. Okay, without legs is 1B, your spider. Hey, this is not legs. This is not kaki. Your starfish got no kaki one. Okay. Usually they will put a name down here also lah. You must say, sir, this one got no name one. Usually they will put a name. Also, this is 1A again. Okay, 1A. So these both are 1B. So the one with wings, okay, is gonna be a butterfly. Okay, Rama. Without wings, it's gonna be a spider. Okay, laba. And then with shell, it's gonna be a snail, siput. Without shell is your starfish. Right, this is called tapak Sulaiman. Don't starfish have a shell? No lah, no shell one. They are soft one. They are soft. You poke them everywhere, they are soft. Just like your, leech, linta. You poke them, they are soft one. Then you soft. I mean, yeah, it's hard, but it's not as like shell hard. They are hard as in like muscle hard. Because they're muscles, okay? They're just muscles. Okay. Takkan you watch SpongeBob, the Patrick is hard on, right? You make no sense. That's a shitty analogy. Okay, yes, Patrick. Okay, anyway. Next B. Okay, so you have your JKLMN. Okay, JKLMN. So I don't know what are, okay, this one is tebu, I can see. This is sugarcane. This is bunga raya, your hibiscus. This is padi, I guess. This is your fern, pakis. This is some kind of tree that I don't know. Okay, I don't know what tree is this. Okay, anyway, so let's look at the plant diagram, the plant state 1 characteristic. Okay, try not to repeat your characteristics. Okay, so the first one, what I see is the leaf. You can say they are parallel vein. Okay, parallel vein. Urat Selari. You can even say that they have, you know, fibrous root. This one also can. Fibrous also can. Just make sure later you don't repeat lah. Okay, so the next one, this is your bunga raya. Okay, this is network vein. Okay, urat jejala. Okay, urat jejala. And then the next one, this one, try not to repeat the leaf already lah. Let's talk about the root. Okay, talk about the root. This is your, wait, let me write English first. This is fibrous root. Okay, akar serabut. And then what about M? Okay, this is a fern. Okay, fern, they don't produce flower, right? Okay, so I can say tak berbunga. Hey, why am I writing BM first? Non-flowering. Okay, they do not have flowers. I try not to repeat the leaf lah. Okay, we also leaf we have mentioned here already, and then the root we have already mentioned here also. So I try not to repeat here. Oh yeah, the last one is woody stem. Yes. Okay, woody stem. Batang berkayu. Oh, you can even say this is tak berkayu for M. We haven't say tak berkayu what? Non-woody stem. Can also, can also. If you want to say tak berbunga lah, okay, you can say tak berkayu. Can also. So try not to repeat the points. Try not to repeat the answer because there are actually plenty of things for you to write. Hey, wait, they just want 4, right? What are they 5 here? What are they giving 5? I got 4. Okay lah, cicai lah. We already name all 4. Okay, so classify them into 2 groups. Okay, how can you classify them? From what I see, you can classify them into woody and non-woody. Okay, they are non-woody. This is woody. Or you can even classify them using their vein. Okay, so you have your parallel vein. Okay, urat selari. And your network vein. Okay, urat jejala. So who is parallel? This fella, J, L, and M. So J, L, M. And the network one is K and N. That network. Okay, there are many answers here, guys. You want to give anything make sense also can. This is just my answer. When it comes to biodiversity, there will actually sometimes be more than one answer. So you want to classify this yourself, it's up to you. Any answer you want. So next, number 4. Biodiversity is defined as the variety of living organisms on Earth, which includes microorganisms, animals, and plants. So underline the correct answer. So bird, they will do internal. They're on land. Okay. What organism is someone that has body temperature that changes according to surrounding? Surrounding hot, I hot. Surrounding cold, I cold. So that's your Hoi kiloterm. Okay. Wow, Shijian, slaying here. Slay, slay, slay. Wow, why are you so active today? It's a Sunday, right? Okay, so B, state 2 importance of biodiversity to the community and the country. Wow, we have 6 functions there. 6 importance there. You can say it's a source of food. Okay, sumber makanan. You can say it's a raw material. Okay, raw material. Bahan mentah. You need to pass your test. I'm sure you can pass. But at this rate, you're not looking at passing, you're looking at A. Try to score an A or B. Yeah, you can answer all these questions. How can you just say pass? Okay, you can certainly do much better than passing. Okay, so you have 6. You can say this is for education, for medicine, for recreation. Okay, recreation. So 6 there. You can just write 2 here. You will get it. Yeah, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Okay, so next number 5. So 2 animals that are classified as vertebrates. Okay, vertebrata. So you have 2 here. You have your frog and your turtle. Okay. What are the common characteristics of these 2 animals? Okay, ciri sepunya. How are they similar? They both use lungs. Okay, peparu is the one thing I can think of. Yeah, they lay eggs. Yes, they lay eggs. Agree. Menghasilkan telur. Okay, bertelur. What else? Oh, they are both cold-blooded. Poikilothermic. Okay, poikilotherm. They are both cold-blooded. Anything else? Guys, try not to give me stupid answer like both have 2 eyes. Not accepted. Okay, mempunyai 2 mata, not accepted. They both have mouth, not accepted. Try not to give me. This is prior. This is kindergarten answer. Try not to give me answers like this, please. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, so I have only 3 here lah. So next, number 2, state the difference between the animal shown in A1 and A and B. So what's the difference? Okay, perbezaan between these 2. Wow, there. So okay, this one has skin, this one has scale. Okay, one has moist skin, and another one has dry scale. Okay, satu mempunyai kulit lembab, manakala satu mempunyai sisik kering. Okay, bersisik kering. One has shell and one has no shell. Yeah, good. About the eggs, this one is egg with no shell. Okay, telur tanpa cangkerang, and this one is with shell. Okay, and then bercangkerang. So tak bercangkerang, and one is bercangkerang. You get the point. Oh, you mean the body? Oh, can. Oh, you want to say the shell? Can. Can. What else? Yeah, I think that's the only difference. That's the only difference. Okay, there's only 2 difference. Okay, let's be. Why do amphibians like frogs have to lay their eggs in water? Why? This is a very good question. Why in water? Because they do external. Okay, they do external fertilization. Okay, persenyawaan luar. That's why they need water. Yeah, oxygen, you are almost there, close. But why in water instead of land? How, Kaiser, like I said, how can you do this on land? Okay, do you, as a guy, you put your sperm out into the air, and then your wife next time put your ovum into the air, and then you all combine in air, and then you make a baby in air. How can you do this on the ground? I ask you. No, not possible. You want your baby to grow up on the ground? It's just not possible. Come on, guys. Makes no sense. Okay, so when you do external, you need to be in water. If you're on land, you need to do internal. It's just not possible. What if you do it on the ground? You accidentally step on it, then your baby die. Come on, that's not the answer. That makes no sense. Okay. Anyway, let's look at next one. C. Reptiles lay eggs on land. Explain one adaptive characteristic of the eggs. So ciri. One ciri of the telur to ensure its survival. Okay, it has hard shell. Good. Okay, bercangkerang. Okay, so you need to explain. So this is to protect the egg. Okay, melindungi telur. The hard shell is to protect the egg. I mean, it's not that protective because shells are not very hard. But hey, at least it's better, you know, better than your frog's egg, which is like slimy. You step on it, they die. Okay. At least better lor, at least better lah. At least it's not like a bunch of booger lah, a bunch of slime lah. Right. You step on frog's egg, guys, this is like a bunch of slime. So they will die. Okay, anyway, number 6. Okay, number 6. Okay, I'll zoom out for you to copy lah. So number 6, so you have your invertebrata. So you have Berkaki and Tamper tidak Berkaki. So, and then you have 2 here. As the kaki one, you have 3 pair, 3 pasang, and then this is more than 3. The without kaki one, you have bersegment. Okay, without segment. This is with segment. Because you know it's your sea animal buran. You know that thing on top of your what is that thing called again? Your hermit crab. You know hermit crab? You got see sea animal before? Let me show you the sea animal. This is called buran. It looks like this. This is no segment one. This one got no segment one. Cute, isn't it? There you have your clownfish inside. Oh, what is planaria? It's just a small worm. It's just a small worm. I don't know how do I put it, but it's just a worm. Okay, so what is an invertebrate? Okay, it is an animal. Okay, animal without backbone. Okay, haiwan tanpa tulang belakang. Okay, so Nemo. Hey, I have a student wrote Nemo fish, you know, last time in exam. The teacher just put a question mark. Like, what is Nemo fish? That thing is called clownfish. Okay, ikan badut not ikan Nemo. Nemo is a cartoon. Okay, so B. Answer the following question using the answer below. So say the example of P. So who is P? P is 3 pasang kaki, 3 pairs of legs. That will be your cockroach. Yuck. And then you have your Q. This is more than 3 pairs. Lebih daripada 3 pasang kaki. So that will be your spider. Okay. And then sea anemone. This is without segment. That would be your planaria. And then the bersegment one would be your earthworm. Of course, your cacing tanah got segment one. Okay, next. Wow, there's so many insects. Let me cancel this shit already. Okay. Disgusting. Okay, I don't know guys. I don't find any insects cute or whatever. Not even butterfly. Any of you here like butterfly? I just don't like butterfly. I don't find butterfly cute. Okay, some girls they say butterflies are cute. They are freaking not. Okay. Anyway, any insects in general okay, gross. Yeah, exactly. You get what I mean. You like the drawing and stuff, but not the legit one. Both. I don't like any. Maybe bees lah. Okay, my favorite insect I would say bees lah. Okay, bees are cute. Bees I'm okay. Okay, so next among the group PQRS. Okay, which group is suitable for the grasshopper? Grasshopper is 3 pair of legs, right? Grasshopper is an insect, so P. So suggest another way to classify invertebrate into 2 big groups. Okay, if you don't want to use Berkaki and tak Berkaki, how can you classify them? You can classify them. How do you classify them? Living on land and water. Okay, land and water. Tinggal di darat dan air. Di dalam air. What else? I think that's all. Okay. So anyway, E, crocodile and a goat. So this is a reptile. This is mammal. So 3 similarities. Okay, 3 persamaan. You can say both have lungs. Okay, like just now, peparu. They both will do internal fertilization. Okay, persenyawaan dalam. What else? They have 4 legs. Okay, 4 kaki. Anything else? One is warm-blooded, one is cold-blooded. They have a mouth, no. What else? Two eyes? No. One lay eggs, one give birth. No, I think that's all. I think that's all. There's only three I can see here. Okay, so 10 teeth. They have nose too. Wow, Shijian, so enlightening. I wouldn't know. Okay, moving on. Then this is your platypus lah. Okay, what is this called in BM? Is it called platypus too? What is platypus called in BM? I also forgot already. So they live in Australia. We don't really have platypus in Malaysia. So it is covered with fur. This thing got blue one, and it's homeothermic. Berdarah panas. So they feed on crab and shrimps. The female lay 2 or 3 eggs, which have the size of grapes. Okay, the young hatch after 10 to 12 days, then feed on their mother's milk for 5 months. You see, they lay eggs, but they are not birds. They are mammals, all right? So why do biologists classify the platypus as a mammal instead of a fish? Explain your answer. Okay, because they suckle their young, okay, they feed, they feed their young. Okay, suckle, that would be the correct word. Okay, they suckle their young. Okay, menyusukan anak. So they feed them milk. Yes, the Phineas and Ferb one. I don't watch that, but I know. Okay, is it what apparently the platypus are? Okay, then they have fur. Okay, berbulu. Okay, berbulu. Then your platypus, have you guys seen a real platypus before? I mean, they're very good. They are very good swimmers lah. Okay, they're mammals. Okay, platypus. Okay, that's your platypus. I mean, do you find them cute? I just find him funny. They kind of look like what's that thing called, beaver? They kind of look like beaver. So that's your platypus lah. Okay, they just don't look like mammals, but they are mammals. Yes, the baby platypus. Oh, okay, good for you. Okay, anyway, so that's the two marks lah. So why is a dolphin classified as a mammal while a salmon is classified as a fish? Explain your answer. Okay, because dolphin, they are warm, they are homeotherm. Okay, I just write homeo here lah. Whereas your salmon is poi. Okay, what else? Dolphin, they give birth. Okay, melahirkan anak. Whereas your salmon, they lay eggs. Okay, bertelur. Guys, I don't know whether you know this. This word is pronounced as salmon. Okay, salmon, not salmon. Please don't say salmon. I will cringe to high heaven. It's called salmon. The L is silent. Okay, please don't say salmon. It's like people who say vegetable. I mean, who the hell says that, right? Okay, it's vegetable. Okay, so salmon, guys, salmon. Okay, if you go to some high-class restaurant, if you say salmon, wow, goodness me, you're just embarrassing yourself. Okay, it's salmon, guys, salmon, not salmon. Why am I teaching English now? Okay, good to know lah. Okay, now you know how to pronounce lah. Okay, anyway, moving on. C, the temperature of a human body and frog are the same as temperature of surrounding, which is 10. Is it true? Okay, are you 10? Guys, if you are 10, you are dead. Okay, so no. Okay, tidak. So explain your answer. Because humans are homeothermic. Okay, manusia adalah homeotherm. Okay, so they will maintain body temperature at 37 degrees. Okay, mengekalkan suhu badan pada 37 darjah Celsius. Okay, 10 years old. What? Why are you 10 years old? Okay, so 3 marks. If you see 3 marks in exam, then you give 3 marks. Okay, you give 3 points. Again, no point form. I wish I mentioned this again. You give no point form. You write everything in continuous form. Do not give point form. Okay, point form is wrong. Right, so D, so this is your plant K and plant L. Obviously, this is our coconut tree, this is our sunflower. So compare and contrast. See this word, take note of this word. This means in BM it's called bandingkan dan bezakan. As I told you, you need to write similarity, persamaan, and you need to write difference. Okay, perbezaan. That's why when you see this word, you need to write both. So 3 marks here, you can either write 2 similarity, 1 difference, or 1 similarity, 2 difference, up to you. So in this case, I will write 1 similarity because the only similarity I can see here, okay, the similarity, the persamaan I can see here is they are both flowering. Okay, berbunga. That's the only thing I see here. Okay, what's the difference? Wow, so many difference here. Okay, for the difference, perbezaan. So K is parallel vein, urat selari, and L is network. Okay, what else? You can say K is woody plant. Okay, woody stem berkayu. L is non-woody, but berkayu. You can even talk about a root. Okay, do you know K is fibrous? Akar serabut, and sunflower is actually taproot. Sunflower is akar tunjang. You might say, sir, they are so lightweight, so small. How can they be akar tunjang? They are akar tunjang. They have a main taproot. That's why if you want to cabut sunflower, you want to cabut bunga matahari, it's not easy to do that because they have a very strong taproot. Okay, do you know we eat their seeds? Do you know we love eating sunflower seed? You know what is sunflower seed? Sunflower seed is guaci lah. You know guaci? I don't get what's the delicious point about eating guaci. You know, Mandarin guaci lah. Okay, I don't know about you lah. I'm sure your mom or your dad love eating that. Okay, they watch TV or go cinema, they will chew on that thing. Why don't just go for popcorn, guys? Hey, that thing is not healthy. Do you know that thing is not healthy? Guaci is not healthy. It's very polluted with lead. Okay, guaci is mostly polluted, so don't eat guaci. All right, so I think for chapter 1, I'll stop here. Okay, for chapter 1, I'll stop here. Let's go into chapter 2. This one you can do it yourself. There's not many questions remaining. Okay, let's go to chapter 2. Okay, we have 1 more hour left. Let's finish our chapter 2 and we shall finish this thing. So let's go back to our notes. Sorry, I need to jump around. You want to sleep? Give me 1 more hour, Shizhen. Give me 1 more hour. I need to go and eat also. Okay, my Sunday is like another 5 hours of teaching. So tiring. Okay, anyway, so your chapter 2 is your ecosystem. Okay, this part very important. Who is your producer? Producer is pengeluar. Basically, it's your plant. Okay, anything that will do photosynthesis is called producer, pengeluar. Okay, you have to do it for the seminar. Shizhen so hardworking. I'm sure you score well in this exam. Okay, so next, primary consumer, pengguna primer. This is the thing that eats the producer. Okay, the thing that eats the producer. And then mostly they are herbivore. Okay, that means they eat plants lah. And then they will be eaten by secondary consumer, pengguna sekunder. These are mostly omnivore or carnivore. That means they either eat meat or they will eat anything. And then the next one, you have your pengguna tertiary consumer. Okay, so you might say, sir, why got no more upper one? Why no quaternary one? Got, but very seldom. Very seldom. In a food chain, your rantai makanan, you will not see usually more than 4 layers. Yes, sometimes you see 5, but very rare. Impossible you will see 6, 7, or 8. Very seldom. There's a reason, because there's not enough energy. You see, when food chain they go up, energy goes up. Okay, energy flows up. And as energy go up, they will start to lose energy. Okay, by the time they reach the top, there's not much energy left. So it's impossible to have another layer. Because not enough, what? Because not enough, what? So what's the last one? Last will be your decomposer. This is your pengurai. You know who is pengurai? Pengurai is your bacteria. Okay, someday you will die, right? When you die, they decompose you, they break you down. So this is called saprophyte. Okay, saprophyte. Saprophyte is the thing that feeds on you when you die, like those mushroom, bacteria, fungi, they will break you down. Okay, so next, this is your food web and food chain, rantai makanan dan siratan makanan. This one, read it yourself. Read this yourself. You have already learned this in primary school. Don't tell me you don't know what is this. Read this yourself. Okay, and next, what about the energy flow? What about the energy flow? Okay, all energy comes from the sun. Okay, matahari. So you see, if there's no sun, the whole food chain and food web, they will die. This is how they predicted the dinosaur to go extinct. One of it anyway. You have many theories. We still don't know how dinosaurs are extinct. There's actually 2 theories. One, they say it's because of the meteor. When a very big meteor drops and then every dinosaur got killed. And the next is because of volcano. Okay, the volcano exploded, erupted, so the whole sky is covered with a thick smoke. Sun cannot come in, so all the plants they die, so the whole thing die. So which makes more sense? I don't know. You see which one you want to believe. So source of energy in ecosystem originates from the sun. Okay, datang dari matahari. And then green plant, they convert light from the sun into chemical energy. So whenever you eat food, you eat your veggie is chemical energy. Okay, and then it transfers to your primary consumer, then to the secondary, then to the tertiary, and then this whole thing goes up. All right, so as I said, I don't know whether you still remember. No, go ahead. So we got rid of it. Okay. Okay, anyway, so the next level, only 10% pass to it. That means if this caterpillar, snail, and grasshopper, they eat the cabbage, they only get 10% of the energy. Okay, and then frog and birds, when they eat these 3, they get 10%. Snake go and eat this too, the snake also get 10%. So you see, only 10% goes up. That's why after snake, there's no one else. Because there's not much energy left. There's nothing left. We cannot go up some more. Okay, excuse me. All right, so this is why in the food web, you only have usually like 4 levels. You don't really see 5. You don't really see 5. All right. Anyway, so your carbon and oxygen cycle, this is very simple. How do you convert carbon dioxide to oxygen? You learn this in Form 1 also. Carbon dioxide to oxygen is your photosynthesis, and then oxygen to carbon dioxide is your decomposition. When you die, you rot, and your respiration. When you do respiration now, you produce carbon dioxide, right? So there's 2 processes here. Okay, so water cycle, this is also very simple. Evaporation, okay, respiration. Plants, they will do transpiration. This one very important. Take note here. So they evaporate, they will do condensation, they form cloud, then they rain, then you have evaporation again. So water cycle is very simple. All right. So next, this part is Kebat. This is your pencemaran stuff. I think you learned this enough in geography already. Okay. Burning of fossil fuel, pembakaran bahan api fossil, deforestation, penyahutanan, overusage of water, okay, penggunaan air berlebihan. So these 3 is what causes the cycle to be disrupted. You kacau this cycle when you do these 3. All right, so when you burn fossil fuel, you create carbon dioxide. Have you noticed these few days has been really hot? Have you noticed this? This is global warming, guys. Guys, global warming is real. Okay, hey, you remember last year? Last year, year end, it was raining every day non-stop. We were like, wow, so good, KL is so cold. Now it's the opposite. It's hot as shit right now. Okay, 38 to 40 degrees. How the hell can we tahan this? Okay, I have to stay in the aircon room. Right. The moment I step out of my room, of my aircon room, I start sweating like pig already. So damn bloody annoying. So this is what we do lah. We burn fossil fuels some more. If we keep doing these things some more, it will only get hotter. Imagine next year it's hotter. Okay, maybe not next year. Okay, 10 more years later, imagine it's hotter. Then 10 more years later, hotter some more. How can we survive? Right? Yes, same. I really want to die. Okay, so how do we solve this problem? We use public transport. Okay, but then again, public transport in Malaysia sucks, suck donkey balls out of public transport. It's either it is very dirty, very old, or they are always late. You depend on public transport in KL, you'll die. Okay, next, deforestation, penyahutanan. So how can you solve this problem? We replant trees, lor. Okay, perhutanan semula, lor. How do we solve the water problem? We store rainwater, lor. We use rainwater to wash the floor, lor. Things like that, lah. Okay, very simple, Okay, next, interaction between organism and environment. Okay, this is also very important. I did mention habitat just now. Habitat is the natural surrounding or home of an organism. Your rumah, that's your habitat. Okay, let's say your habitat is in PJ, is in Shalam, that's your habitat. So for animals, their habitat is mostly depends lah. Okay, like the tiger is in the forest, is in a tropical forest. Okay, they don't simply change, as I said, animals cannot simply change habitat. They don't say, okay, you know what? I stay in forest, I stay until I bored already. Let's move to the cave. Sorry, they can't do that. Okay, once they are there, they are there. They don't simply change because, you know, they just couldn't adapt to a certain new environment. It's not like us. All right, so that's your habitat. And of course, your species. What is a species? Species is a thing, and a type of organism. You are a species. Okay, you are a species of an ape. You know, ape, monkey. You know you're a monkey. Okay, you are a monkey. You're just a very hairless monkey. All monkeys very hairy one. You are the least hairy one, and you are the cutest monkey. I mean, among all monkeys. Okay, so next time, rather thinking yourself as a very ugly human, why not think of yourself as a very beautiful monkey? Optimism, guys. Okay. Anyway, so your species, so when you have a group of species, it's called population. This is called populasi. Okay, populasi. That's why we always say human population. Okay, you know, as human population, okay, human population, populasi manusia. How many humans we have nowadays? We have 7.9 billion. That's a lot of people. Okay, we have 7.9 billion today. That's a lot. Hey, few years back, I mean 100 years back, it used to be like 1 billion, 1 point something billion. Can you see the growth of human? Can you see the graph? It was like, and then we suddenly go woo, like that. You see, it was 2 billion in 1928, 3 billion in 1960, 4 billion in 1975, and then we reached 7.9 billion in 2022. We need some people to die. You know what? I kind of agree. This is why, you see, humans increased like crazy in the past 100 years. This is why pollution started to happen around the past 100 years too. You see, this is no coincidence. This is not coincidence. This is because this is the reason. We have more humans, you have more pollution. Okay, manusia means pencemaran. More manusia means more pencemaran. That's the reason why. Okay, so to solve this problem, we need more people to die. I'm sorry to say that. All right, people should die. Okay, yeah, I agree. Even if it includes us. Anyway, so your population, when you have a few populations together, you get a community. And then when you put the non-living stuff, okay, non-living component, let's say you include water, sunlight, stone, soil, you put all these things together, you will get an ecosystem. All right. This is like your Form 1 lah. When you have one cell, it's called a cell. When you have a group of cells, it's called tissue. When you have a few groups of tissue, you call organ. You have a few groups of organ, you call system. Same thing lah. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And then when you put a few ecosystem together, you get earth lah, bumi. So this is like your cell, tissue, organ, system, and your organism. Organism is like earth lah. It's like bumi lah. You learn this in Form 1, right? You learn this in Form 1. All right, so a balanced ecosystem. Okay, this one, read this yourself. Okay, adaptations of animal and plant towards environment. Different animals, they have different way of adapting to different environment. For example, desert is gurun, tropical is here lah, tropics lah. Tundra is somewhere very cold. So you might say, sir, should I memorize this thing? No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't, because in the desert, why is it desert here? Okay, in the desert, there are so many different types of animals. So if you ask me, sir, what about the desert fox? How do they adapt to the hot environment? I don't know. Okay, what about the Arctic fox? I also don't know. Okay, because different environment, they have different animals, they have different ways of adapting. This one don't ask me. Okay, how can I study all the animals? I just can't. We can't. All right, anyway, next one, this one very important. This one will for sure come out in exam. Okay, interaksi antara organisma, interaction between organisms. So we have 3 here. Okay, if I'm strong, you are weak, I eat you, that is called prey predator. Mangsa, pemangsa. You learn this. I think you just learned this in school, right? Your school started in March, I think. Okay, I think your school is somewhere here. Maybe they finished already. Maybe you are in chapter 3. So you just learned this not long ago. Now, what is mangsa pemangsa? If I eat you, it is mangsa pemangsa. Very easy to see. It's something like, okay, next one. Let's look at the next one first. Okay, next is competition. This is persaingan. Okay, persaingan. So this is when you and me, we are the same strength. Okay, we compete. Okay, what do they compete for? So plants, they compete for sunlight. Okay, animals, they compete for food, shelter, and mate. They fight for girls. Okay, 2 guys fighting for the same girl. Okay, that's actually called simping, but simp. But hey, this is competition. All right, so to put it simply, if let's say you are a convenience store, yes, similar. Let's say you're a convenience store, you open another convenience store next to me. We are fighting, right? We are the same strength, right? That is called competition. All right. But if you're a convenience store, you decide to open right next to KK, or right next to 99 Speed Mart, or right next to 7-Eleven, that is called prey predator, because you'll be eaten. Okay, how can you compete with 99? Right, they are so much cheaper than you. They have so much more choices than you. So you are dead. Okay, you know bubble tea. You know bubble tea. If you are opening a small bubble tea, you open right next to Tea Life, you are dead. Okay, because this is prey predator. All right, but if you open next to another small bubble tea, you guys fight. That is called competition. What if it tastes good? Then maybe it works lah. Maybe it works. Maybe you can slay the giant. Slay. Okay. Why do I keep using the word slay? Okay. Next, you have your symbiosis. Okay. Symbiosis is you have 3. You have something called commensalism. Okay. Commensalisma, where one gets advantage, one is not affected. All right. In this case, you have your shark, a remora fish. She just stop influencing me. Stop using the word. Okay, so you have your remora fish. This remora fish, they will eat the remaining food of the shark. So the shark is not losing anything, but it's not getting any advantage. The shark is not affected, but the remora fish got advantage. That is commensalism. Okay, commensalisma. In the end, is commensalisma. Okay. Anyway, next you have your mutualism. This is called mutualisma. This is when both sides get advantage. Okay, you help me, I help you. This is a very happy relationship. For example, you have your clownfish and anemone. Okay, your buran and ikan badut, like I said, please don't say ikan Nemo. Nemo is a cartoon. Okay, so this Nemo fish will help them clean the sea anemone, because this sea anemone will have dirt inside. They will clean them for them, and then the sea anemone will protect the clownfish. Okay, so they help each other. So and then next is your lichen. This one also important. But this is basically algae and fungi. They grow on top of each other. Algae, they grow on top of fungi. So the fungi will give them nutrient. Lichen will do photosynthesis and give them nutrient also. So they give each other nutrient. So it's a good thing. So myna, bird, and buffalo. Okay, when you see your buffalo, your kerbau, on top there, there's two birds there. They help them eat the kutu. Okay, the bird eats the kutu for them, and then this buffalo acts like the grab for them. Free grab, free grab. Okay, free transport, free grab for the birds. It's so cute, isn't it? Okay, anyway, next is your parasitism. Okay, this is called parasitisma. You just add an E for BM. So in this case, one get advantage, one gets disadvantage. Okay, in this case, you have your lice, kutu. When kutu, they bite you, they suck your blood, you lose something, they gain something. So 1 plus 1 minus. Tapeworm, this is your cacing pita. I think I told you this before, right? Do not eat anything raw, because if you do, if this thing happens to grow in your stomach, they will suck your nutrient and then you will lose weight. Lose weight? Did you say lose weight, sir? Lose weight, you say? This is why lah. I think if you attended my class few months ago, I did tell you this. In the 90s, like 30 years ago, they used to swallow tapeworm to lose weight. Girls lah, some girls, they want to lose weight, they will swallow tapeworm. Freaking disgusting, isn't it? Imagine you swallow this thing so that it sucks your nutrients so that you lose weight lah. Okay, they would rather don't want to exercise, they don't want to control their diet, so they just eat tapeworm. Okay, so don't eat anything raw, guys. Make sure you cook your food, because if you accidentally eat this, you start to have this nasty thing growing inside your stomach. Do you want that? Maybe if you want another friend, my stomach is feeling rather lonely lately. Why not grow another friend there? Why not? If you want, go ahead. So that's your tapeworm. Okay, next, biological control. What is this? This is to use living things to control your pests. Okay, for example, if you have just get prego, that's not a very good option. Okay, so if you have like rats in your farm, what do? You put owls there. Okay, you put burung hantu there, they will help you eat the rats. Okay, but what is the advantage if we use biological control? Number one, they do not pollute the environment. Tidak mencemarkan alam sekitar, they're very clean. But the thing is, they take a long time. Okay, they take a long time. You put burung hantu today, it's not tomorrow you get no rats. Okay, it takes like few months to work. So if you're very impatient, you cannot tahan, you cannot wait, then you have to use pesticide. You have to use racun serangga. You cannot use this biological control. Right. So anyway, factors that affect size of population are what makes us human get more or less. Number one is disease. Okay, penyakit. So if you have disease, population will decrease. Like COVID, COVID will decrease human population. But did COVID decrease population though? Not really. Not really. Because the people who died because of COVID, is just too little. Too little. I mean, yeah, you see like, wow, maybe this year few thousand died in Malaysia, but hey, few thousand compared to like 30 million, that's like a drop in the ocean. Okay, nothing much. Okay, there's not much affect affect the population. And then of course food source. The more food you have, the population will increase. And then prey predator. I mean, we don't have predators, but imagine tigers, they will eat humans for fun. So if there's more tiger, there will be less humans, right? So if you have predator, your population will decrease. And then of course weather, the hotter it is, the more humans will die. If it gets any hotter, we will die, seriously. So that's your weather. All right, next. Change in ecosystem, okay, this one nothing much, okay, limited water supply, migration, okay, Hijrah, and of course change in population size. Yeah, nothing much to say here. And then the next one, this is K-bar also. Again, you have environment stuff, okay. What is forest logging? This is penyahutanan. That means you cut trees lah. Industrialization is called perindustrian. When you have industry, you will start to do pollution on the environment. All right. So guys, the more things we produce, the more we pollute our environment. Okay. The more you change your phone, the more you buy things from manufacturers, the more shirts you change, the more pollution you are creating on Earth. That's something that you cannot avoid. Okay, so what you can do is to reduce lah. Try not to change your clothes so often, lor. Try not to change your phone so often, lor. Because the more you do it, the more you're going to, pollute the environment. All right, next, agriculture, pertanian. Okay, because we use pesticide and fertilizer, you will pollute the environment. Waste disposal, okay, pembuangan sampah. So when you throw sampah out, you're going to pollute water and ground. You create flood. Okay, banjir. The more rubbish you throw, the more banjir you create. Okay, so how do you preserve and conserve the environment? Memelihara dan memulihara your alam sekitar. So you use undang-undang. This is like karangan already. You enforce your law, undang-undang. Increase awareness. This is what I'm doing now. Okay, meningkatkan kesedaran. And then you use 5R. Now it's 5R already. We got 3R. Okay, 5R. Refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, repurpose. There's even a 6R, like repair or something. There's even a 6R now. And then biological control, like I told you just now, the one. Okay, biological control. Okay, easy, Okay, let's go into our exercise, the last half hour. Okay, please stay awake, guys. Please don't sleep, Half an hour more. Okay, give me half an hour more, and we shall finish this soon. All right, so again, this objective, do it yourself. Do it yourself. I'm not going to discuss. Let's go to page 20. Okay, page 20. Jian, are you okay? Are you hungry? Tahan. Half an hour more. Okay, I'm hungry too. Okay, so you have your competition. Okay, this is your trees in the forest. Mutualism is both advantage. So this would be your lichen. Okay, lichen, the algae and fungi one. Oh, you eat 2 hot dog bread. You mean what? This morning, or before we start? All right. So parasitism. Oh, okay. Or just now, someone brought it to you or what? As in before we start, or okay. Okay, at least you eat something. All right. So parasitism is one advantage. One has the disadvantage. Okay. In this case, it's your Rafflesia. Guys, Rafflesia is the big flower. Oh, okay. That's cool. You know that big flower, the one in Sarawak. That thing is actually not a flower. That thing is actually a parasite. Okay, that thing is actually a parasite. I've not seen one before. I mean, if you want to see one, please hurry up because they're going extinct soon. This Rafflesia is going extinct soon. So if you don't see them now, later, maybe a few more years later, you don't see them anymore. That's a Rafflesia. By the way, it stinks. It smells like dead body. So it's not a flower. It's a parasite. Okay, anyway, so prey predator, it's your fox and rabbit. Okay, mangsa pemangsa. And commensalism is your orchid. Okay, orchid. You see, when orchid, they grow on tree branch, they don't suck their nutrient. They just borrow a place. They just pinjam the tempat. So the tree is not losing anything. So that's your commensalism. Okay, next, number 2. This is another food chain. Tick for the correct statement and cross the incorrect statement. The frog is a secondary consumer because it eats the primary consumer. Okay, pengguna sekunder makan pengguna primer. Yes, this is correct. Okay, number 2. When energy is transferred from one organism to another in the food chain, about 10% energy is lost. No, 90 is lost. Only 10% is passed to the next. So this is wrong. Hey guys, talking about this 10%. Okay, do you know why? You might say, hey sir, this one you say only 4 level, why this one got 5 one? Okay, let me tell you something. Like I said, right, only 10% pass on to the next level, right? Okay, let's say if this is the sun. Okay, let's say the sun gives out 1 million joule energy. Wow, so that's a lot, right? 1 million is a lot, right? But the grass, like I said, every level only gets 10%. So the grass get how much? The grass will get 100,000. Okay, J is the energy lah. J is the energy. The sun will give out 1 million. The grass will get 100,000. And then when the grasshopper eats the grasshopper only gets 10,000. Okay, and then when the frog eats the grasshopper, the frog gets 1,000. And when the snake eats the frog, the snake gets 100. And when the eagle eats the snake, the eagle gets 10. 10. My goodness, so pitiful. Hey, if you want one more, okay, let's say there's another animal here. This animal only gets one leh. This animal only gets one. How does it make any sense? Right? So this is why very seldomly you will have more than 5 levels. 5 is at the max already. Usually you only have 4. Okay, usually you will stop at 4. This one a bit special they have 5 but it's usually 4. Okay, profile pic to your crush. Oh, okay. I was like, dude, my teacher. Now my family, my teacher is hot. Who tells your teacher is hot? Sorry, come again. Oh, okay. Xian, you need to use some punctuation. I cannot understand your chat. That's so long. Okay. Anyway, so C. The grass provide food to grasshopper in the form of chemical energy. Yes, it is. Okay. So next, the main source of energy in the food is the sun. Yes, it is. Okay, you get the energy from the sun. If they find you blushing. Oh, okay. Hey, when you blush, very obvious one, man. When you blush, very obvious one, man. Oh, okay. Good lah. That means you have fair skin lah. That means your skin is very good condition. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so number 3, several organisms in a habitat. So based on the diagram above, construct a food web that involve all the above organisms. Oh, okay. Okay, but even though I'm married, you can still say that I'm hot one. I don't mind. Okay, so why is it so dark? I can't see anything. Okay, I see a snake here. Okay, I see a snake here, and then okay, there's a frog. Okay, and then there's a why is this grasshopper so big? And then I see a mouse. Okay, a rat, and then I see an eagle. I think that's all. Yeah, I think that's all. Wow, this is so hard to see. So black. Okay, so we start from the grass, shall we? So who eats grass? Okay, I know grasshopper they do. What about rats though? Tickus got eat grass one because I don't know what else tickus will eat. Okay, maybe grass lah. Because I seriously don't know what else tickus will eat. There's nothing for the rat to eat here. Okay, so grasshopper and rat. Grasshopper will be eaten by your frog. And then rat and frog will be eaten by your snake. And your snake will be eaten by your eagle. Wait, I think rat will be eaten by eagle also. Frogs will be eaten by eagle also. Yeah. So I think eagle eats everything lah. Eagle eats everything. So I think that's the okay lah. I know my food web is quite ugly lah, but you get the point lah. You get the point. All right. So number 2, explain the relationship between the frog and snake in controlling the population size in the ecosystem. So how do frog and snake control size of the population? So you can say that they are secondary consumer. Okay, they are secondary consumer. Pengguna sekunder. Okay lah, you might say that snake is tertiary lah, but you see snake they eat the rat, Okay, because this is primary, right? These two, they are secondary lah. So they are secondary consumer. Right. So how to control population size in the ecosystem? So you can say when the population increase, the population of primary consumer decrease. Okay, apabila populasi meningkat, okay, that means if these two meningkat lah, populasi pengguna primer menurun. If you have more frogs and snakes here, you have less grasshopper and rats. Guys, you don't simply change the population of an ecosystem, you will change the whole thing. So it's very important you don't kacau them. You just let them do their thing. All right, so this is a very long question lah. So state two ways in which energy may be lost in the food web. Okay, so how do they lose? How do rats they lose energy? Okay, they lose it by doing respiration. Okay, by doing respirasi. They can lose it by doing movement. Okay, pergerakan. When they gerak, they lose heat. What else? In excretion, perkumuhan, in producing feces, menghasilkan tinja. Okay, when they shit lah, basically. When they shit, they lose energy also. Okay, anyway, so this would be our answer. I'll try to keep it short lah, guys. I'll try to keep it short because I don't want to write too long of an answer. I know you guys are tired. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's go to B. So this is two gases, X and Y, carbon cycle and oxygen cycle. Okay, this is very simple. So identify gas X and gas Y. So gas X is from combustion. Okay, when you burn something, what do you produce? When you burn something, you produce carbon dioxide, right? When you burn something, you produce carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is absorbed by your plant to do photosynthesis. And then what do they produce? What do plants produce? Plants will produce oxygen. You don't write it like this in exam lah. You have to write carbon dioxide and oxygen. So oxygen is used by us, animals, and is used by combustion. So this is a whole cycle lah, right? It's just that they draw it differently lah. So explain the role of green plant. Okay, so what do green plants do? Green plants, they will do photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis. This is to change carbon dioxide into oxygen. Menukarkan carbon dioxide kepada oxygen. This one you know already lah. Okay, so many times you've answered this. So number 3, explain the role of animals in the cycle shown above. So what's your job? Your job is to do the reverse, right? You do the reverse. Okay, you do respiration. Okay, respirasi. So what do? So it's the reverse lah. You change oxygen into carbon dioxide. Menukarkan oksigen kepada carbon dioxide. So it's the reverse. Plants, they change it, you change it back. So you guys do the reverse lah. So number 4, in your opinion, what will happen to the quantity of gas X and Y if all the plants are destroyed? So if you destroy all the tumbuhan, X will increase. Okay, because you have more, you don't have photosynthesis already, so you have more carbon dioxide, so your oxygen will decrease. Oh, sorry, oxygen is gas Y. It's like what happened now lah. You see, we have all this carbon dioxide around. This is why it's so hot. Okay, can you see? Oh my God, the sun. You see, immediately when I open my curtain up, wow, goodness me, it's so hot outside. Okay, I went out and had a bowl of noodle just now. Okay, I went out and had a bowl of noodle for my lunch. The moment I stepped out of the house, I started sweating already. And then when I was eating that bowl of noodle with my wife, okay, I went out with my wife just now. Wow, I'm sweating like a pig as I'm showering at the restaurant. How can I'm not built for this kind of weather, guys. I'm not built for this kind of weather. I love everything about Malaysia, just not the weather. Seriously, cannot tahan. How can people tahan this kind of weather? Okay, anyway, so Malaysia needs winter. Seriously. All right, so what happen if they are all destroyed? Okay, because there's no photosynthesis. Okay, the other photosynthesis. Don't you wish Malaysia has winter? You can wear winter clothes. Don't you think it's cool? Right? All my jackets and my jumps and my jumper and all my hoodies they are in my closet for I don't know God knows how long already. I wish I can wear a hoodie. But if I wear a hoodie in this kind of weather, it's suicide. Okay, I'm going to kill myself. Okay, anyway, so moving on. Let's go to question 4. Yes, our interaction. Okay, this is the for sure coming out question in exam. All right, so let's look at number 1. What is this? Why does this look so black? Okay, this is your shark and your remora fish. So this is your commensalism. Okay, commensalisma. And then for your B, this is your mutualism. Okay, mutualisma. That would be your sea anemone and your hermit crab. So C, what is this chicken doing? I think this chicken is eating the worm. So this is called prey predator. Mangsa pemangsa. And D, what are these monkeys doing though? Okay, maybe they're fighting. Okay, this is your competition. Okay, persaingan. And then you have your E, which is your tapeworm. This fella is parasitism. Okay, parasitisma. This is how you lose weight, by having a worm inside your stomach, if you want to. So B, give an example of one interaction between organism that is similar to B. So who else is similar to B? So many. You have your lichen. Okay, in Vietnamese it's called lichen. You have your anemone and clownfish. Okay, you have your buran dan ikan badut. So many. And then you have your myna bird and buffalo. Okay, your kerbau dan burung myna. So C, name the organism in the interaction in B. So they want you to name this thing and describe briefly their interaction. Okay, so this is called your sea anemone, same thing, and hermit crab. This is called your buran dan. I think it's called umang, right? This hermit crab is called umang, right? So how do they help each other? Okay, so you can say sea anemone provides protection. Okay, buran memberikan perlindungan. Okay, how does it protect the hermit crab? This fella is very spiky. Okay, this buran is very spiky, very tajam, so you cannot catch the hermit crab. And then your hermit crab provides transport. Free grab. A free grab to carry this sea anemone around. Okay, so umang memberikan pengangkutan. Okay, gives it transport so they can move around. Okay, 3 marks. This is how you get 3 marks by giving 3 points. Really easy. Okay, of course you have many else example lah. You have like many more examples, but this is just the one they will usually ask. Okay, so next, take the examples of interaction that are similar to the interaction between remora fish and shark. Okay, this is commensalism. Okay, commensalism, that would be a bird nest, fern, and tree. Yes. Myna and buffalo, no. This is mutualism. Rafflesia, this is parasitism. Barnacles and whales, they are, yes, this is the one. Okay, you know what is barnacles are? Okay, guys, are you still with me? Are you still with me? Okay, barnacles is this thing. Okay, barnacles are there. They are stuck. Okay, yes, Jen, good for you. Okay, so this thing is found on whales. A bit tired. Okay, you have 15 more minutes. Okay, it's okay. So this is on your whales. See, they are stuck there for free transport. Okay, don't you find these things disgusting? They are kind of. So anything they will stick to. They will stick to your ships. They will stick to anything. Okay, they will stick to a basketball if it's in the ocean for long enough. Okay, they look like this. Disgusting, isn't it? If you have the thing called trypophobia, you know what I mean lah. Okay, they will be stuck to turtle. Anything, they will have this barnacle. Okay, they have this barnacle. Okay, they are stuck on the sea turtle also, you see. That's the barnacle. All right, anything as long as something is on in the ocean, they will be stuck there. There, you see the middle part of the whale is all the barnacles. I mean, they have no harm lah. They just want free transport to eat. They have no harm. They won't harm anything. They are just there. They just look ugly. It harms you. It harms my eyes. Okay, truth to be told. Okay, they are stuck to ships also. You see, at the bottom of the ship, you will see all these barnacles growing there. Yuck. Okay, freaking disgusting. All right, but hey, it doesn't harm anything. It's just that it doesn't look good. That's a barnacle. Okay, so anyway, moving on, let's go to number 5. See, like I say, this interaction is the only important thing in chapter 2. Okay, that's all the thing they ask. So next, why is this remora fish so damn big? So ugly. Okay, so name the type of interaction. Okay, this is your commensalism. Okay, commensalism. And then your Y, this is your mutualism. Okay, mutualism. So describe interaction Y using another example. Okay, so who else is like this? Like I told you lah, the lichen lah. Okay, same question, goodness me. Same as this one. Okay. Your lichen, whatever. So just name one yourself. You need to describe. You need to describe. Make sure you write the thing that you know how to describe. So for example, if me, I would write the myna bird and buffalo. Myna bird eats lice, kutu, and buffalo provides free transport. All right, so diagram 5 shows the growth rate of plant H and G at the same plot. So when you plant banana and maize at the same place, so you see, in the beginning, maize grow faster, banana is slower. And then banana starts to win, and then now banana is so much taller than maize. Okay, so what is this? Same place. No one is stronger than one another. They are equally strong. It's just that banana grow much better. This is your competition. Okay, persaingan, 竞争this is how they fight each other. So how do you describe this? So we can say what do they compete for? Okay, they compete for sunlight, okay, water, nutrient, bersaing untuk cahaya, air, nutrient. So they fight for these things. Okay, so in this case, you can see that banana is doing much better. Okay, so you can say banana out competes maize. Okay, pokok pisang. You say menang lah, okay? Menang persaingan dengan jagung. Okay, so they fight lah. you will for sure have someone winning. You'll for sure have someone winning. Okay, this is like you, maybe this is you, this is 99 speed mark. Okay, or you are just some unknown bubble tea. You open next to Tea Life. I mean, you won't die, but you just don't do well, lor. I mean, there will be some business go to you lah, but you're not doing very well lah. You're just kind of here. Whereas Tea Life, they are getting all the competition. It's like search engine lah. Besides Google, you all got use anything? Okay, do you guys use Bing, or do you guys use Yahoo, or do you use DuckDuckGo? No, right? You only use Google, right? Whatever you use Google. So Google is like the top one. I mean, the rest, they still survive. It's just that they're not strong. DuckDuckGo is much safer. Actually, guys, hey, do you know what's the danger of Google? Whatever you search on Google, do you know Google, they use this kind of, they use tracker on your device. That means whatever you have searched before, they will remember what you searched before, and then they will give you the advertisement that you need to see. Have you realized something? Whenever you search something on Google, let's say something related to K-pop or whatever, and then your Instagram advertisement and your Facebook advertisement, it will be related to something about K-pop. They know what you like, so they will show you whatever advertisement they want. All right, but if you use something like DuckDuckGo, okay, I mean, I know the name is like very funny lah. Okay, DuckDuckGo, they will not use any tracer. Okay, they will not use any tracker. So even though you search something there, your Facebook or your Instagram, they will not show you anything regarding what you search. Okay, because sometimes, guys, privacy is something that you should value. Okay, you should take care of what you search online. Okay, because whatever you put online, whatever you search online, it will forever be there. So think about that. Think about that. Okay, or you can just use a VPN. You know, it's a VPN. Use a VPN so that people don't track what you use lah. All right. So anyway, number 3, predict the growth rate of H if they were planted in different plots from the plant G. So if you plant your jagung somewhere else, okay, what about the growth rate? Okay, it will be higher, lebih tinggi. Rather than like this, maybe they will grow the same as banana. Why? Because there's no more competition. Okay, so no competition with banana. Okay, tiada persaingan. Okay, tiada persaingan. You don't want to know what you search. What you search, Shijian? Is it something 18? Is it something okay? Send me your search history. I want to see. I'm just joking. Okay, so number 3. Okay, so if they have no competition, okay, so they will obtain enough sunlight, okay, water and nutrient. Mendapat cahaya, air dan nutrient yang mencukupi. Okay, so when you get enough, you grow well lah. But guys, sometimes competition is a good thing, right? Competition makes you better. It makes you improve, right? When it comes to bubble tea, okay, I know most of you don't drink bubble tea, but you know Malaysia has a lot of good bubble teas. Why? Because of the competition lah. I mean, if you want to open a bubble tea in Malaysia, you better be better than your competition, right? I mean, if you have like 10 brands of bubble tea and you come out with another one and your bubble tea is nothing special, you will die. Nobody will drink yours because we have so much better options, right? So competition makes things better. You see, if you don't have competition, things will not improve. For example, do you know what has no competition in Malaysia? When it comes to e-hailing, when you want to take a transport somewhere else, there's only one app to use, and that is Grab, right? And do you know that Grab is like really expensive? Okay, Grab is really expensive because basically they monopolize the market already. You know, it's monopoly. Monopoly means they control the whole market lah. Grab is like the only thing you can use now. There's nothing else. So Grab, they can put any price they want, and they are not going to improve their service because there's only one. If you don't want to use Grab, they will say, you can You can go use something else. Oops, there's no something else. So there's no need to improve their service. If you go to like Singapore, Singapore's e-hailing has like 5 companies. Okay, you don't want to use Grab, you can use others. So they have to keep improving their service. So competition is a good thing. Hey, do you know last time when I was your age, when I was your age, when it comes to internet, there's only one company, that is TMNet. Do you guys use Unify? Do you guys use Unify? Hey, last time was not like this. Last time was not like this. Okay, last time Unify was called Streamix. TMNet Streamix. The service suck donkey balls. I tell you, it's so bad. Not to mention it's so expensive. All right. It's like 10 times lower and it's like same price. Okay. Only until recently, when there's competition, there's like Maxis lah, and then there's Yes 4G lah. So when you have competitions, they will start improving their service. They will make themselves better. So competition is actually a good thing. All right. If there's no competition in your class, what makes you want to improve yourself? What makes you want to get better marks for your exam? Right? So competition is something, is natural. You will see competition in everywhere. Okay. Lions, they fight for food. Okay. Tigers, they fight for food. Trees, they fight for sunlight. So don't avoid competition. Competition makes you a better person. Competition makes you stronger. It makes you better. All right. So anyway, what am I telling you? Life advices. Okay. Anyway, so you know what? The rest of it, you can do it yourself lah. So this is your Fern, commensalism. This is Kutu, parasitism. This is your, what is this? Is this Lichen? Maybe. Yeah. This is your mutualism. All right. So you can answer this yourself lah. The rest of it is the same. Okay. You see, rabbit and mongoose. Okay, rabbit and mongoose. This is basically your prey predator, I think. Okay, then you have your food web again, and then you have your interaction again. So this interaction part is like a must. It's like a for sure come out part in exam. All right, you know what, guys, you can go home and do this yourself. And as I said, the answer I will put it in Google Classroom, so you can check your answer there. The day before your exam, you can do the objective part. Okay, this one you can check the answer yourself. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here lah. Since you guys are tired already, I'm tired too, so I think I'm gonna stop here. All right. So I hope you learned something new today. I hope this revision is helpful for you. All right. So I will see you again next week for our normal class lah. Okay, go and eat something, Shijian. You may go. I will see you guys next week. All right. So thank you guys. Have a good Sunday. I will see you next week. Okay. See you. Bye bye.